Resilience. Part 3. When hope came with a price. The street thought they had made him hard. They were wrong. Something was coming that would test him in a way even pain had never touched. Strong had learned how to survive. He could dodge hunger. He could survive fights. He could even ignore the cruelty of those around him. But survival alone could not shield him from choices that demanded courage. One evening, as he scavenged near the market, he noticed a group of boys surrounding another child, smaller, trembling, cornered. Strong froze for a moment. He remembered the boy he had once helped and who had disappeared. He stepped forward. "Leave him alone," he said, voice quiet but firm. The bully laughed. "You, who do you think you are?" Strong felt the old familiar fear creeping in, the one that told him to stay down, to avoid trouble. But something inside him refused. He squared his shoulders. He could not run this time. The fight was harsh. Bruises and blood followed. But the smaller boy was safe. For the first time, Strong noticed something strange. Pride mixed with pain. He had acted not because he wanted reward, but because it was the right thing to do. That night, as he lay under a bridge, he thought about his life. Every act of survival had been about himself, avoiding harm, staying fed, keeping alive. But this was different. Strong realized something terrifying. Being brave for others was harder than surviving for yourself. It left you exposed, vulnerable, and yet, somehow, it felt alive. Days later, an older streetsman approached him. "Strong," he said, studying him carefully. "You've got fire, and not many can stand like you. But the street will chew you up if you don't learn to fight smart." The man offered him a choice: join his crew and gain protection and resource, or continue alone with only what he could scavenge and steal. Strong knew this was more than a choice about survival. It was a choice about who he wanted to be. The easy path tempted him: safety, food, respect. But Strong remembered the boy he saved and the beating he had endured for doing the right thing. He shook his head. "I will do it my way," he said. No one had ever refused an offer like that before. That night, under the dim city light, Strong sat alone, bruised and hungry, but unbroken. He stood now that resilience was not only surviving pain, it was about choosing hope even when it cost you dearly. The street had shaped him into strong, but he was beginning to realize that strength without choice was still a cage. and deep inside, a whisper of something impossible began. Maybe one day it could be more than strong. Maybe he could be lucky after all. The streets had forged him, the streets had beaten him. But the next choice, the one that could change everything, was his alone. Subscribe to Shakespeare Real Life Story for part 4, where strong courage meets with destiny.